What up YouTube, thanks for clicking on the video. We got a new part in from Eagle Lights. This is called their Apex Pro. It is going to replace my headlight, which is a 5 3/4. This thing is an absolute monster. Look at this beast. So big, it's gonna be so bright. But this is gonna be the install video. Comes with the headlight. They made it a specialty bracket for it to go on. And it comes with a wiring harness. There is no splicing required. This is plug and play. The only thing is you gotta run this to your battery. This goes in the front. And you got all this to go through the bike. So this is gonna be a video of how to install that. Go to their website, use code RoboRider at checkout. You'll get a heavy discount on this thing. So let's get to it. All right, so these are gonna be the steps to get through it. Take your seat off because you're gonna need access to the battery. I have a Memphis Shade fairing as well, so I went ahead and took that off. This is also an Eagle Lights headlight. This thing is great. It is also very bright, but it's 5 3/4. The new one is 7 inches. It's gonna be bigger and brighter, baby. Go ahead and disconnect these things. This light has not given me any problems at all. It was also plug and play. It's a little bit cheaper if you want a good light. I recommend that one. It's nice and slim, looks great. But time for the upgrade. I'm likely going to have to remove my tank. The reason being is this wiring harness, which is right here, is where the wires run through the frame and then go through back here. The only way to get to it easily is taking the tank off. I'm not gonna do a video of how to take off the tank. You can search YouTube for that for the sake of length of the video. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, tank is now off. The other Eagle Lights headlight is off along with the bracket. You can see here in the front. Next, here's a little trick I came up with. I want to fish the wires through the frame here like the rest of the bike so it looks nice and clean. What I did is I took a bunch of little zip ties, strung them together, and then pushed all the way up through here, and I got this end here. Then you're going to take the wiring harness that Eagle Lights provides. This is going to the battery side. So you got the positive and negative. Probably going to zip tie this fuse somewhere where I can access it in case it blows or anything like that. I'm going to electric tape all this nice and tight along with the zip tie and pull it through here. And that's the reason for taking off the tank. So I'm going to go ahead and do that next. You want to do everything fairly tight because it's going through a very skinny hole.
That's what she said?
And I'm going to go ahead and tape over the heads here so they don't get marred or broken. And any loose wires that could potentially bow up in there. Alright, got that all taped up. So we can hopefully feed it through. Might take a little bit of jiggling and wiggling and pushing. If you start to feel it get stuck, don't force it. But yeah, you get the point. Just jiggle that through till it comes out on this end. Okay guys, next after fishing this through the frame here, I'm dropping it down here, coming out here. I'm gonna let it sit right here where the cover goes. Next, you gotta take out your battery here. So take the battery out because that'll give easy access to hook up the positive and negative. This will rest over the top, going through there, and the negative will be there. And then this can just chill inside here with the cover covering it. You could probably zip tie it to something to keep it secure. I'll probably zip tie like right there. This is the fuse. You want to have easy access to it in case it blows. So that'll be the next step. All right, y'all, I got that on. You can see it's running right here. Try to get close for you. Running through here, and it's tucked here. I got it connected directly to the battery. I didn't have to take the battery all the way out. I was able to just slide it a little bit this way, get the positive on there, get the negative right there, as you can see. and everything's going to sit nicely behind the cover. So I'll put those back on. Not going to put the tank on just yet, because next, the bracket that Eagle Light supplies you, you have relay switches. This goes into the stock harness. This goes into the headlight. The bracket that they give you to support this light actually goes under your bolts here. So we're going to go ahead and get that on next. To loosen these, you don't need to take them off. Just get them loose. Make sure your wires are out of the way. 3/4. Just going to crack them loose. All right, once you have them loose, you're going to have a nice gap there. And that gap is where you're going to slide in the bracket. This is their bracket that they make. Pretty high quality. Sits right in there. Now I would suggest tightening this, going each side so it goes up evenly. There we go. Got the rack on. All right, next we're going to get the relay brackets. I think this would be a good spot for them. And I'm just going to use some bolts there. That way they're like up and out of the way. You probably could zip tie them to the back of this. There shouldn't be any issues because it moves with the bracket and the light. So I don't know if Eagle Lights developed it to go there. I just find it to be a good spot. Alright, got the bracket, got the light on loosely, just with one screw on each so you can still move it, as you can see. And next, with the Memphis Shade road warrior fairing, you actually have to trim this ring off essentially, or cut it back pretty far, or else the headlight won't fit. So use a little Dremel tool and cut her on out. Getting in close for you. You don't want to seat it all the way back because the light will be too far recessed, and with the Memphis Shade fairing it's too far back. So kind of poke it out a little bit, maybe a 1/2 inch or so. It's still really secure in there, as you can see, so it's fine like that. Best thing to do, get it on there, get the light started. There's more bolts that go on each side here, so it's not tightened down yet, so I can still move it. But get your Memphis Shade fitment to where the light is kind of centered in it and kind of poking out. Hopefully this adjustment is good for the beams. We will see. And then the relay switches might be hard to see here. The relay switches are right there, and I used a bolt and went through the frame here and tightened it down, and then kind of zip tied the stock harness with what plugs into the light there, and just kind of tucked everything here. And then what you want to do, I have my bike on a jack stand, you want to full lock each way, make sure none of the wires are getting pinched or pulled, and then you're good. So that's the next step. Then fully get your tank back on. I got the front bolt started, leaving the back one out to lift, get everything connected, and piece everything back together, and then we will see how good the beam looks. And it's almost dark out, so perfect. All right, y'all, I got her on, and this is gonna be the moment of truth. Hope my bike doesn't blow up. Oh God, this thing is bright, boy. Cool little ambers in there too. And that's a low beam. Oh, the high beam. Oh my gosh. Now mind you, I'm in my garage and it's a mess. Can hear those relay switches. There we go. She's fully installed. Check it out, eaglelights.com, discount code RoboRider. I hope this video was helpful. This is kind of their instructional video. This is a new product from them. Also, That's their product. Have their foot pegs, their forward controls, and their midnight saddlebags. Great company. Appreciate you, Jared and Keith. This is an awesome product. So was the other headlight that I had, but this one is a night and day difference. All right, y'all, I wanted to be pitch black so you can see what it looks like while I'm on the bike in my dark garage. So here we go. Oh my God. Whew. Fires right up, no issues. And I'm gonna do a quick ride so you guys can see how the light performs. And I waited for it to be at night to do so. Don't mind the messy garage. You have a messy garage too, I bet. But yeah, this is just the normal light too. It's not even the high beams. I don't want to take an x-ray of this car up here, so I'm not going to do it. Thank you. Are you ready for the high beams? Look at the house in front. Oh my God. This thing is bright. But yeah, I really appreciate Jared and Keith at Eagle Lights for hooking it up. This Apex Pro was just released not too long ago, and I am the first to have it on the LowRider S. They had to manufacture a bracket. They have the setup for a LowRider ST, but they were literally in the testing stage of the bracket, and they were supposed to send it to me like 2 weeks ago, but they said they were still running some tests. Now, I will say the bracket, as you saw in the install video, you kind of have to wedge it out a little bit. And my only negative of the light, you could see right here how it kind of bleeds through the back end. I just feel like it needs to stick out just a little bit more, and it would eliminate that. But all in all, this thing is way brighter than the other headlight that I had, which was also from Eagle Lights. But yeah, where I live, it's pretty dark. And this thing is right. Oh my God. So much better than my other light, for sure. And I did test, so my brake lights and blinkers were still good. It was a pretty hard install too, because I had to take off the tank, and you know, you guys didn't get to see everything because there's a lot of cuts. And the other hard part was adjusting my Memphis Shades RoboRider fairing, because I had to readjust the height and you know, the way it's back and forth. I was scared moving it. I was gonna have a lot of wind buffeting. I don't notice any, and you know, we're almost going at highway speed here. But any of you that have this fairing know if you adjust one thing, it like throws the whole thing off. But yeah, I purposefully came here because this is the grass airport, and it's always dark. Like, wow, this thing be beaming. It's like, sir, would you like an x-ray? But yeah, I'm super impressed with this light. The visibility is phenomenal. It's pretty wide too, and when the bright is on, it really lights up the road. But I don't want to blind that car in front of me and tick them off. But yeah, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you look into getting this light. You know, a lot of people go with the LP6 from Baja Designs. This is literally a fraction of the price and probably just as bright. They may be a little brighter, who knows, but this is plenty bright for me,
It also comes with a plug and play wiring harness, which I wanted to run it through my frame so it looked OEM. You probably don't have to. You could probably zip tie it, but I wanted it through there. So I did it. Took me about 2 hours to get that thing through. But this light is definitely worth it. It's a total upgrade from what I used to have. When I go on group rides, they're probably going to be more pissed because I'll be blinding everyone. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick stroll down a dark road so you guys can see what it looks like. And hopefully that persuades you to get one. Eagle Lights, lifetime warranty, discount code RoboRider at checkout. You get a nice sweet discount, and the video of the install can really help you get this thing together. They don't really have a video of an install, so that was kind of my purpose. But I appreciate you guys watching. And that's going to do it for tonight's video. Again, eaglelights.com, RoboRider at checkout for the discount. As I say in all my videos, please ride safe, keep 2 wheels down. If you're popping wheelies, you're doing endos, at least keep 1 wheel down. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.